Hello, guys. Thanks for joining today. So, today I thought we'd go over this article that I found discussing the new Microsoft Teams. Basically, they're releasing a new improved version of the software with some big performance changes and UI changes as well. So, the interface as well as performance. So, it looks like we're going to see a much faster, more simplistic version of Microsoft Teams. As many of you may know, Microsoft Teams has been around for a couple of years now, and it has replaced Skype for your everyday home and business way of communicating to staff and employees, as well as some customers who may have access as well. Since 2020, there's been a need for more improvement in Microsoft Teams as more people have been using it due to COVID-19. We have a lot of work at home staff that relies on Teams in order to communicate and get work done. It's also um, a lot of um, companies have made the transition to Windows 10 over the last 2 or 3 years, as where prior to that they were still on Windows 10. And with that update, they onboarded 365, which has Teams, um, Team Microsoft Teams, um, part of the package. So basically, what are we looking at here? So this article was released on March 27th, 2023, and the article is by Tom Warren. And basically, what they're saying here is that Microsoft Teams has been totally overhauled to run faster and have a more simplified interface. Microsoft is overhauling its Teams app today to make it faster and easier to use. Microsoft Teams has been rebuilt from the ground up with a new preview available today for businesses to try out this radical network, uh, and has been in the years of making. Um, so basically, they're taking your suggestions and they're basically just redoing the whole thing. They're building it from the ground up, rebuilding it from the ground up, and they're trying to give you the experience that was originally its intention, sorry, and also to give you guys what you're looking for. They're seeing that there's been some need for improvement. There's been some complaints about how things are running. It's too slow. The interface is confusing. Um, so they're trying to give everyone um, what they're looking for, basically. The new Teams is faster, according to the article. It's going to be simpler and more flexible than ever before. This is coming from the VP of Engineering for Microsoft Teams, Sumai Singh. According to him, in an interview with The Verge, he says he's made a tremendous stride, or they've made a tremendous stride in performance and usability. The new Teams is 2 times faster while using 50% fewer resources. Installing the new Microsoft Teams app should be 3 times faster, and launching or joining meetings 2 times faster. Microsoft says the new Teams uh, should also consume 50% less memory and 70% less disk space. So the all-around sound like significant performance improvements, especially if you're experiencing slowdowns in the current Teams app. I know that's something that many people have complained about. It takes a while to launch. Um, so they're saying that this upgrade is going to make it much faster, much easier to use, and an overall better experience and better reliability for businesses and companies. So satisfaction for the end user is their goal, and that's what they're looking to achieve here. It also says Microsoft has certainly been listening to the feedback about Teams. being slow or problematic, right? As we just said, we hear it's extremely slow. It hogs my battery, many have said. The memory is huge. Customers have complained, and it says that we go and read all the feedback and internalize it, explains Singh. Microsoft has set out to improve the situation years ago, but it also had to scale the service to meet the huge demand of millions more daily active users added throughout the pandemic. So with the transition to work from home, a lot more users have been using Teams, some who have which have never used Teams when they were within a company setting. Um, so now, you know, after that change, they had to come on to Teams, and because of the rush in demand to use the program, they couldn't they couldn't do the testing that they needed. They couldn't make those adjustments that are needed. However, it looks like because so many more have used it, there's been a great amount of feedback regarding the program and how it's been working for those. And it looks like, as they stated in the article, they're listening. They want those suggestions. They value them. So it's good to see that they're trying to do this. The article goes on to say that at this point in time, we've had to scale out what we had as the video usage and live meeting demand skyrocketed. Recall saying, we started doing what we started doing is finding places in the current client where we could bring some of these breakthroughs in foundational technologies. They're saying that the existing Microsoft Teams client moved to the React framework, but not fully, that is, as it was still using parts of AngularJS. That meant that the app has been loading two JavaScript frameworks, which made it a little more heavy than it needed to be. So Microsoft is saying that they ditched the Electron foundations of Teams and moved towards Microsoft's Edge Web View 2 technology, alongside a full move to the React JavaScript library and a larger focus on the Fluent Design language for UI improvements. So they're saying the key benefits observed from this transition from Electron to WebView 2 included reduced memory usage and a lowered disk footprint as resources are shared with Edge. Microsoft Teams explains engineers in a blog post today the decision to transition from AngularJS to React was primarily based on performance characteristics and benchmarking results specific to our use cases. We observed that React has been a better fit for our scenarios, and it has been a beneficial move for the application's overall performance. So if we look here, okay, we're going to see exactly what's going on here. And this is basically what some of the design updates are going to look like. So they're also saying alongside the performance improvements, Microsoft has also given Teams a visual refresh to better match Windows 11, which you can see here. It has more of that Mac OS type of vibe there. You can see that the color contrast and the design layout. It's very Mac, which is very Windows 11. Um, Complete different opposite of how Windows 10 was. The original Microsoft 10, Microsoft Teams has more of a matching to Windows 10. That's a matter of preference now. As far as design, personally, I'm still on Windows 10. I like it. I'm not really going to be switching to Windows 11 until I'm forced to, which I believe right now is the year 2025, and we will see if that changes. They may push it back. The new Teams app now uses native materials like Windows 11 Mica translucency to feel more like a native Windows app. Microsoft has also changed the canvas color from gray to white and uses less of the purple Teams color throughout. Microsoft Teams will automatically switch to dark mode now, and the app has group profile pictures and theming. So that can be cool. The profile about pictures and theming. I like that idea. So they go on to say it's not all about looks and performance, although it's adding some very useful improvements. If you're used to meetings with raised hands, even after someone has asked a question, Microsoft is now improving this experience by automatically lowering hands after the person has spoken. Whiteboard is also getting the ability to paste loop components to make the canvas even more collaborative. AI-powered video filters are also coming to Microsoft Teams with a number of animated frames and the ability to change your video's human presentations. So that's good. I like that you can change all that colors to make everything, to give it the kind of vibrant lighting that you're looking for, the mood of the meeting. Um, It'll grab the attention of viewers a lot better, I feel. So that's cool. That's very cool. So basically, what it looks like here is they're just trying to keep up to date, make everything a little bit more modern, a little more simplistic. So that could be good. That could be good. So basically, I think we're looking at a June release. From what I've read, it doesn't look like it states that in this particular article of the day, the month, but I'm hearing that they're looking at a June release. So looking back on this particular article, I don't think it mentioned the date of release, but I think we're looking at a June release of 2023. So anyway, guys, um, as always, I'll leave a link for this article in the description below. What are your thoughts? Are you an active team user? What do you think? Maybe you're someone that works in IT. You'll be uh, you'll be responsible for installing the updates and showing end users um, the new changes. Are you up for that? Do you think it's worth it based on what you're hearing? Um, are you excited about that? Are you someone that has Teams now and completely dislikes it? Um, and you're excited to see a change, and looking forward to the possibility of a better, improved version of Teams for your everyday use to make your life and job better? If so, this could be good for you, right? Either way, if you haven't already, please like this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns regarding this article or anything else regarding the channel, please feel free to leave your questions, suggestions, and comments below. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching. Be well, and we'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye for now.